Well, good morning. Lovely to be here. It's always nice to be here. I was just, something? I was just about to start making a video, and it was at the door, and postman. So we'll do an unboxing. I was, with my scalpel, gonna, ouch, just do a bit of a ramble. Ouch. But now we've got something to unbox. We'll unbox it. Tell you something. Somebody said to me, one of my subscribers said to me, once you start using a scalpel, you won't look back. It's absolutely right. Far better than the X-Acto knife. I mean, this latest batch of figures cleaned up very well with the scalpel, I have to say. So I'm very pleased. Oh, I know what this is. I know what this is. It's nothing very exciting. White surface primer. So you get through a lot of that. So that's handy. Now this should be, and this is something I was actually going to talk to you about. Yeah. Yay. Fantastic. Fantastic. French baggage wagon. Fantastic. What I like about these boxes from Hat is you get 3, whatever the model is, you get 3 in each box. It's not just one, you get 3. I've got French ammunition caissons here, and that's the same, 3 in one box. Yeah, some flash in the spokes of the wheels. It's going to be interesting trying to glue this plastic together. I'm not sure exactly what sort of glue I'm going to use for this. That needs to be looked into. Very nice. What I was going to say was, I think this is another one. Why? Ah, yeah. French heavy ambulance. This is same again, times 3. Nice. And once again, we're going to have to think about what glue we use for putting these together. I wonder what super glue will be like. I've done to define with super glue. The only thing it really is good for is sticking fingers together. but that's heavy ambulance, so that's nice. This is sort of very well packaged, I have to say, this. Let's see if we can find out what's in this. I think this is, yeah. Jewish silver. Yeah, Jewish silver. I have a bit of a penchant for Jewish silver at the moment. Yeah, very well packed, very nice. These are probably going to need to be cleaned. Is that Chester? Yeah, that's Chester. Very nice, solid silver. Over 100 years old. Quiet, quiet. You know, one day I'm going to get a gun or something and shoot that bloody thing. Yeah, needs cleaning, but solid silver. There you go. Over 100 years old. So, very nice, very nice. So that was one from a set of 3 that I bought. And then there's another single one. Let's just open this before I get on with the ramble. Yeah, that needs slightly sorting out, the base. What they're actually called, these things, before we get on with the painting, what they're actually called is a kiddush cup. They're for wine in, not sure exactly what the ceremony is now that Jews use. But they're called a kiddush cup. They're solid silver and they're over, well, this one's over 100 years old. Not that expensive. Just something nice to put in the cupboard, nice to put by. There's another 2 there. So I'll give these a bit of a clean later. Yeah. So what I was going to say was, before we carry on painting, the only other thing I bought lately was a large container of burnt umber, because I use a heck of a lot of that on my bases when I base my miniatures, and there's no point in buying these little piddly tubes and stuff because they don't go anywhere. So I bought the large one. And also matte acrylic varnish. I bought a large one of them as well, because again, there's no real point in buying these tiddly little things. They don't go anywhere. And what I did notice was, talking about what was on the subject, talking about varnishes, I bought this one. This is polyurethane matte varnish, and I don't know how you varnish your miniatures, whether you do it from a rattle can, airbrush them, or like me, paint them by hand. But I found painting by hand, polyurethane matte varnish is absolutely no good at all, because it just tends to go into, it's like a lot of bubbles, almost like foam. It's like trying to varnish your miniature in foam, you know. And it's just, this might be all right in the airbrush. It'd probably be fine in the airbrush, spraying it, probably be fine. But for brush paint on, polyurethane matte varnish, it's no good. It's no good. You gotta get the if you're using, that is, if you're using Valley Joe varnish, you want the matte acrylic varnish. That's the one you want for brush on. That's fine. So I'd be interested to try that other one in the airbrush when I get round to airbrushing. What I'm thinking of doing, I might even do this afternoon. As you know, I'm going to do 135, 132 scale. Mix the two scales together, and I'll get away with it. It's no problem. I got a lot of vehicles. Now, way back, you know, a huge stack of videos ago, way back, I sort of showed you all my 132, 135 stuff. But I got awful lot more than that now. And I've got a lot of vehicles and some planes and quite a lot of motorbikes actually. You know, the German BMW with the sidecar on it, the combination, a lot of them, and some trucks and stuff. So they're going to have to be sprayed. So what I'm thinking this afternoon possibly is I might hoik all these models out, go through the instructions, and see which colors I need for spraying, and get the airbrush equivalent, you know what I mean? Because spraying ordinary acrylic paint, I don't think that's very clever in an airbrush from what I gather. So I'll get the airbrush equivalent. So I'll go through the models, take out the instructions, look at the colors, jot down all the colors I need, and then go online and order them. I think that's what I'll do, because I want all the paints here, because once we've done these Dutch, there's only another 7 units of infantry to go, and then that's job done. So I want everything ready for when I start 132, 135. I don't want to pick up a model off the shelf or off the pile and then think, oh, I've got to order paint for this. I want it all here, so I've got everything ready to go. Just say, right, well, I'll make that model, and I've got all the paint. So it's probably what I'll do. I have been thinking, actually, what I'm going to do next after this batch of Dutch. And although I've just said, I'm contradicting myself now, I said we've only got 7 units of infantry left to do after this, and then we're done. That's very true, right? But I think probably what I will do after I finish these Dutch, excuse me, Charlie, my buddy's in the way again. I think what I will do and that's from the care package by British Legion. So we'll do these, and if you remember, if you watch the video on the care package, a couple of the horses in this have deformed legs, so we're going to have to repair the legs on them. So that's going to be an interesting little job doing that. I think we'll quickly rattle through this and then get back to the infantry. So that's what I'm planning probably next. So there's plenty to keep me going on the workbench for sure. Enjoying it very much. All the flesh tones is done on the Dutch. And like I say, I used the Swan Morton scalpel to clean them up, and it seems to be a lot better than the X-Acto knife. The X-Acto knife is alright for some stuff, but for cleaning the miniatures it gets blunt very quickly, so rather than cutting, because it's blunt, you end up sort of scraping, and that's what furs up the plastic, this polythene type plastic. So whoever it was, I forget now, whoever it was that said you won't look back using one of these, they're absolutely right. Oh, and excuse me, I must just say also, I have a couple of new subscribers and I meant to jot down your names and I've totally forgotten, so forgive me, but you know who you are. So to everybody that's subscribed recently, thank you very much. It's very good of you. Going back to these things, I've got some more things coming on the way. Pontoon I've got, worst wagon, probably something else as well, but I noticed looking at this stuff online, it's all French. Where's all the British vehicles? There's no vehicles for the British. Make a lovely range of vehicles for the French. They make nothing for the British. Why? The one I really want actually is the Field Forge, but I can get it, that's no problem, I can get it, but to my mind it's just too expensive at the moment, so I'll wait till I get one at a reasonable cost. But that's one I would like, Field Forge. And they also do, that's a heavy ambulance, they also do a light ambulance, so it's something I possibly might get, the light ambulance. These things are not that, to be honest with you, not that useful in a game, I don't think. But they look nice, well they will look nice, dotted around the table, just for the effect. And you know, something nice to have in the collection. It's just a shame they're all French, it's all French stuff. It's just a pity. So I'm going to get on and do these, make efforts on these Dutch. I got a book coming, one of the Men-at-Arms books coming on Dutch infantry, so that'd be nice, but they're not an overly complex uniform, they don't seem to be. I seem to have, going by this box art, although you can never really rely on box art, they seem to have black blanket rolls as well as backpacks. So that's what we'll do. We'll go with that. Black shakos, black sort of boots with gaiters. So that's what we'll do. So we'll get on with that. That's my sort of ramble. I hope everybody's well. and avoiding the plague that's going round. Lockdown yet again. It's all turning into a bit of a debacle, this, isn't it, really? But hey ho, what can you do? Just stick with it and keep yourself occupied and try and stay safe. Yes, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all your comments. We will see you on the next one, whenever that is. Hey ho.